This is indeed Married to Medicine. Okay. So it began with Jackie. She is having a meeting with Jessica Dime from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Y'all know she's pregnant, or she was pregnant. I think this was filmed like a while back. Because I know she had a little girl. She been had her little girl by her basketball player husband. Unless she pregnant again with another little girl, but I don't think she is. I haven't heard anything. So yeah, this was filmed way back when, and so Jackie, she's taking less patients now, so she's able to cater to her husband and be there for Curtis and make him a king for a day. Only one day. Only one day Curtis can be king. He ain't getting no more the rest of the week. But only for one day we can be king. So, she's been doing that, and it seems to be working for her for now. What else is going on? Y'all like my old wrinkled shirt, child. It's the shirt I sleep in. I gotta go to bed. What else is happening? So Simone had on a little cute dress. She met up with Cecil. They went on a little date. It was going fine. It was cute. Simone was saying that Lola, the waitress, was pretty, and Cecil was just like, oh, all I got eyes for is you, child. I done learned my lesson and all this other kind of stuff. That was kind of, she was leaving room for him to add in, yes, she's very pretty, but then, of course, that would be an argument, so he's smart about that. So, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Simone was just like, yeah, I just pray we're moving in a good direction now. We're both back in the same house, etc. The reason they're back in the same house, child, is because Cecil lost his job, so they couldn't afford it. Whoop de whoop. We all know the tea. Y'all need to watch Heavenly Show, child. She be spilling the tea on the show. Furthermore, side note, whatever. They done moved Married to Medicine to Friday nights now. But next week is the season finale. It went from Sunday to Saturdays, and now it's Friday. What? Okay. I'm not gonna get upset. So, anyway, Simone, she was just like, yeah, we're back in the same house, all this kind of stuff. I don't know what it is with Simone. Simone just seemed like she don't want to be bothered with Cecil. Like she or her sons, for that matter, it just seemed like she just liked being by herself at this point in her life. And I mean, if that's how she feels, that's how she feels. But just say that, because it seems like Cecil is the only one that's trying, and Simone just don't care at all. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know them people's life. So anyway, Simone decided to bring up the whole Tammy situation, child. She was just like, we're on this right track today, and I'm appreciative of it, but don't you ever make me feel the way that you made me feel a year ago. I'm just sitting here looking at the camera like, really, Simone? Was that really necessary to bring up? Was that necessary to say? Y'all sitting out here having a good dinner, like everything is everything. And why bring that up? And Cecil was just like, oh, so it's like everything's my fault. Of course, Simone flew off the handle. Talking about, you never acknowledged my feelings. You allowed that heifer to stay in my house for 8 days. And, you always defend her and all this other kind of stuff. And, there's always a wedge there because you never understand my hurt. Or you don't understand that whatever I did to you is not nearly as bad as what you've done to me. Mind you, I don't know how long Simone has been dealing with this whole thing with this Tammy lady. But Simone, you the fool. If you sit there and let this mess go on for 5 years, and now all of a sudden you on TV and you want to talk about it for a storyline, like, girl, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. But it's definitely crazy. It just seems so unnecessary to bring that up. And I don't know if she's just doing it for a storyline. I don't know if she... Cecil's just like a deer in headlights. Like, he's just in there chilling. You flying up on him. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What else is happening? Contessa, her and her husband is doing hair. You know, cute little scene. She ended up calling her dad. Her dad is doing okay. She's booking a plane for him to come down to see everybody and stuff. You know, she loves her dad. Her dad's, you know, what a blessing it is to, first of all, forgive your dad for everything that happened. And also just still have your father, being able to have your father still in your life, and he wants to be in your life. You know, it's good to see that. Contessa's really mature when it comes to that situation. Because a lot of people will still be mad and just be upset and all that, but she's chosen a different route, and that's admired for sure. What else is going on? Lauren is adorable. Mariah's so much more likable when she has scenes with her daughter. I tell you, she looks just like her, Lauren. You know, Lauren's growing up. She's going into high school. She wants a new wardrobe. Mariah set up for a stylist to come over, and you know, hooked Lauren up with the new wardrobe. It was cute. It was a funny scene with Mariah and her little side comments to my old back out child, because she picked this little back out dress to my old naked back. It was cute. Mariah looks gorgeous in her confessionals. My God, I was looking at Mariah. I was like, ooh, pretty, glowy. Oh, good. So, Heavenly, walked up in the church house. Heavenly looked good going to church. She decided to invite Mariah there at church to bury and settle the hatchet. A waste of time. Heavenly looked great. Mariah looked great. Came in the church house. She was just like, I just wanted to extend the olive branch and just talk to you, and we can't get too rowdy in the church. This is Heavenly speaking. Mariah agreed. She was just like, okay. Now, Mariah asked Heavenly a fair question. She asked him. Now, Mariah and Quad, they have their own situation. They have their own history and whoop to whoop. But it really is kind of weird how Heavenly and Mariah just can't get along for nothing. So anyway, Mariah asked Heavenly a fair question. She says, what did I do to offend you so bad? You know, and what can I do to not do it anymore? Heavenly looked. She was just like, you lie on me. Mariah was just like, I have not lied on you just because I repeated something. She, you know, basically it was tick for tat situation. Mariah was just like, well, you talked about Aiden. And Heavenly was like, no, you talked about Aiden. They talked about, you know, they brought up it was the very first episode of this season when they had the little sex party thing. And, you know, she says that Aiden overcompensates because he's not an African-American man. Now, I don't know if she was actually talking about penis or was she talking about just how he acts, you know, in general. And Heavenly was just like, no, you was talking about your man's small penis, and, you know, I don't know how Heavenly in her head feels like, because Mariah said that she has some receipts on Damon, that somehow means that she's lying on her. What does that have to do with you? I mean, it's your husband. It has something to do with you, but like, how is Mariah lying on you because she supposedly got some tea on Damon? In which Mariah ain't got no tea on Damon. Child, I'm sure it was just a tick for tat situation. She just said whatever came to mind because she was, you know, offended and mad. So hell, I personally don't think she has any tea on Damon, Mariah. However, do I think that Damon is innocent? No, not at all. And I've said that before. But you know, better not let Heavenly find out, because Heavenly gonna take him out real quick. What else is going on? And so basically they just agreed to disagree, and you know, Heavenly cussed it in the church, and you know, Mariah, she said that Heavenly did not like her from the beginning, and she was like, yeah, you didn't like me from the beginning. Heavenly was just like, that's not true. She's like, all I said was, who the F is this? And actually said it in the church house. So it's just like, Lord Heavenly. We slip up and have those moments, but Lord Heavenly. What else she said? She also revealed to Mariah that Mariah reminds her of her sister, and that's probably why she can't get along. But Heavenly gonna say, well, she feels like Mariah reminds her of her sister because her sister was jealous of her success and she was always a smarter one and stuff. She on purpose left out that when she was talking to the therapist, Heavenly, that her sister was known as the pretty one and, as the most popular one and all that kind of stuff over her. So she didn't want to say that to Mariah because then that would look like, oh, to Mariah that would look like, oh, Heavenly, you don't like me because I'm pretty or whatever. So she conveniently left that out, Heavenly. I see you. You ain't slick. But okay. They both look really, really good, though, in the church. What else is going on? Toya, she ain't got nothing to do with playing parties all day. So she, wanted to do a whole do-over. And she wanted to play in a party bus, and she actually invited everybody. So everybody ended up showing up, walking up, looking good. Quad was on time. They made a big deal about that. Mariah was walking up. She looked great. Loved her outfit. Mariah's always snatched. Contessa walked up. She looked great. Loved her outfit. Hated that hair. I don't know why they just can't get Contessa's hair together. Contessa is a beautiful woman. It don't take much. I don't know why they just can't get her some human version hair instead of this synthetic blend. I'm tired of this. They keep buying these hair store wigs that my mom be buying at the hair store. I like them. I mean, hell, you can find some good wigs at the hair store. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I'm just saying, on camera, on TV, some of them synthetic blend wigs don't work well. And I don't know if Contessa understands that. Or if she even cares. Who knows? Okay, so they got on the bus, and here we go with these little stupid games that is just shady and never goes anywhere. Somebody decided to bring up a game of truth of things that they can work on about themselves. Quad said that she can work on, she's very stubborn, she can work on that. Somebody else said someone said she's loud or something she said. All true. And then Contessa, she mentioned that, maybe my issue is, I tend to speak out of turn and speak about facts that people aren't willing to receive. And it was just like, what do you mean? And Simone chimed in. It was just like, yeah, and telling lies on people and all that kind of stuff and talking about people behind their backs. And then they brought up the whole thing about Toya knocking Contessa in the boobs and bruising all up real bad for 4 weeks and that whole thing. And we've already established that was a stretch, Contessa. You tried it on that one. That lady did not mean to harm you at all. That started the whole argument, and Toya was just like, your husband lied, your husband did this, your husband did that. Contessa was just like, my husband's not a liar. Toya kept saying it over and over. Contessa was just like, well, you keep calling my husband a liar. It seems like you want to get choked out. Toya stood up like she was going to do something. Never happened. They separated Contessa and Toya. Contessa said, I eat people like you up for lunch. You ain't nothing, sis. Don't try me. I think that Toya would give Contessa a good round, but I think that Contessa would tear Toya up. I just believe that. I could be wrong. Toya might surprise me, and that ass of hers might got some powers. But yeah, I think Contessa, yeah, she'll 2x4 Toya for real. It was very weird, very awkward car ride. Now this whole time Mariah, she's worried about Aiden, because Aiden, he kept saying he don't feel good, his head is hurting, etc. So she's on call pretty much about Aiden. He's gonna call or whatever. So they get to the little a bar where they're at. You know, they're in the middle of wine country or whatever. Very nice. You know, each one of them is throwing shade. They went to go sit down. Everybody was quiet for the most part, and then Contessa out of nowhere started talking about the fact that Eugene and Toya have the same BMI, and that she's overweight and large and in charge, and Eugene is overweight and large and in charge. It just kind of came out of nowhere. I was just like, Contessa, that read is too late. Why did you wait that late to make that kind of comment? You make like comments like that in the heat of the moment. You waited a whole 45 minutes later, you still harboring on it and brought that up for what? Toya wasn't even coming for you at the time. Like, it's just like Contessa, she don't get it, y'all. She don't get shade and you know, timing when it comes to certain stuff like that. I don't think she gets it because it's just not her world. Contessa is a 100% adult all the time, mature in all sense of the word for the most part. So I don't think she gets this reading shading culture, really. But she'll get it at some point. Hell, hope she gets somebody to do them wigs. I'm so tired looking at them wigs. I'm tired because I'm sleepy and I'm tired of them wigs. What else is happening? Contessa was just like, we can just start over. I think that Mariah is tired of starting over, to be honest with you. Simone had a conversation with Jackie talking about the whole thing. Jackie pretty much told Simone to shut up and just stop with the foolishness. Stop bringing this old stuff up. Stop getting yourself more and more upset. Just stop. And Simone was just like, okay. Simone ain't gonna let it go, child. It's a waste of time talking to a Jackie. What else happened? The last thing was just Aiden. He has is it laryngitis? Something like that. Hell yeah, he's just like he's super duper sick in the hospital. Yeah, so Mariah was just like, I'm sorry, but I gotta get back home. They all went back, you know, to go check on Aiden. One thing I do like about this cast is, as petty as they all really do care about one another, and they all really are. At the end of the day, I would never want to see one of them really go through something serious. And that's one thing I can appreciate about this cast. I feel like they really are good friends. It's just a whole lot of petty on top of it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It was a pretty decent episode, I would say. Yeah. So with that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at IsKingsworld on Instagram and Twitter. At IsKingsworld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Run me my money or run me my fame. Run me my money the way I get paid. That's on PayPal and Cash App, darling, Mr. Chalaki. And I'll see you guys later. Remember, stay black and stay tuned. Stay tuned.